All right, welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're a B2B decision maker, maybe an importer, a distributor, or running a supermarket, you already know the deal. In the world of global food and agriculture, finding a truly reliable supplier can kind of feel like looking for a needle in a haystack, while blindfolded, on a rocking cargo ship. Today, we're diving right into a really compelling brand story and looking at the export capabilities of Indizest Global, which is perfectly named the Zest of India. So let's jump right in and see exactly how they're reshaping international agricultural exports.
To really understand a company, you've got to understand its why from day one. And the founder, Ismail Islam, honestly hits the nail on the head here. He says, "We are not looking for one-time transactions. We are looking for partners who want to grow with us." That right there is the core brand story. Indizest is deliberately shifting away from that typical, exhausting, transactional nature of exports. Instead, they're building a whole brand founded on integrity, consistency, and really solid long-term global partnerships. So here's our quick roadmap for today's explainer. First, the Zest of India. Then, premium products and sourcing, quality and compliance standards, private label and OEM solutions, global distribution partnership models, and finally, building long-term success together. Okay, Section 1. The Zest of India. Connecting premium Indian products to the world. So while they're headquartered right in Kolkata, their vision is quite literally worldwide. We're talking about a massive, ambitious goal to expand across more than 50 international markets by the year 2030. They're on a mission to become your globally trusted export brand, setting up these robust trade routes to serve markets everywhere. The Middle East, Europe, North America, Southeast Asia, Africa, Oceania, you name it. Because they aren't just looking to push commodities, they genuinely want to be your trusted local connection to India's incredibly vast agricultural wealth.
Moving right along to Section 2, premium products and sourcing, focusing on a diversified premium portfolio.
India has this absolutely unmatched, legendary reputation for producing some of the absolute finest spices on the planet. And this rich heritage, it's a massive core part of Indizest's authentic offerings. By tapping directly into these deeply trusted manufacturing partnerships all across India, they're able to pull that authentic taste and premium quality straight to your local consumers. But it's definitely not just spices. Their expertise covers a whole lot more. They've got this super comprehensive portfolio that covers whole spices, spice powders, rice, pulses, dry fruits, fresh fruits and vegetables, and oilseeds. The big takeaway for you here is the sheer convenience. Instead of constantly wrangling 10 different suppliers, Indizest basically acts as your single, highly reliable hub. And because they're plugged right into that trusted manufacturing network, you get all this amazing variety with competitive factory pricing and flexible packaging to boot.
All right, Section 3, quality and compliance standards, delivering international excellence.
Listen, anyone who has ever imported food knows that bad quality control can literally ruin your business overnight. Just imagine the absolute headache of a delayed customs container or finding out a mislabeled spice batch just hit your warehouse floor. No thanks, right? That is exactly why strict quality control and true expert quality packaging are the absolute beating heart of Indizest's operations. They leave nothing to chance. We're talking hyper-careful supplier selection, extremely strict hygiene practices, rigorous product quality inspections, and constant batch monitoring. They get it. For you to win in your local market, the product they put in that box has to be perfect. Every single time. And they completely back up that operational excellence with a super robust compliance roadmap. Right now, they hold an FSSI license, an IEC, which is your import-export code, and DPI-IT startup recognition. Plus, depending entirely on what your specific market needs, they easily facilitate kosher certification and US FDA facility registration. So that should really give you absolute peace of mind. Their products are fully prepped and ready to meet the most stringent expectations and regulations anywhere in the world. Which brings us to Section 4, Private Label and OEM Solutions, where you can launch your brand with total confidence. If you're a business looking to really scale up, Indizest offers comprehensive OEM or original equipment manufacturer solutions. And this is a real game changer because it empowers you to build your own brand without the massive overhead and, let's be honest, the massive headache of actually owning a manufacturing facility. The advantages here are stellar. You're getting premium packaging, product customization, dedicated quality assurance, recipe development, and highly flexible production volumes. Basically, you get to introduce premium Indian foods to your customers completely under your own private label. So how do they actually make that happen?
Well, they walk you through this incredibly structured, totally risk-free four-step process. Step 1, product selection straight from their premium portfolio. Step 2, brand positioning and packaging, where they dynamically tailor the aesthetic exactly to your market needs. Step 3 is expert export guidance to handle all that highly complex documentation for you. And finally, step 4 is seamless international shipping. They take on all the heavy supply chain logistics so you can focus 100% of your energy on marketing and scaling your new brand. All right, moving into Section 5, Global Distribution Partnership Models. Let's look at some flexible opportunities for growth. Indizest totally understands that a one-size-fits-all approach, that just doesn't work in global trade. So they've designed these really varied partnership tiers to perfectly suit different market sizes and whatever your business capability is. You can jump on board as a city distributor, a regional, a state, or even a country distributor. They even offer strategic distribution partner and master distributor programs if you're really looking to dominate a larger market. These models are completely flexible, highly transparent, and geared entirely around your specific scale.
But of course, a great partnership model needs a rock-solid logistical backbone to actually work. Indizest connects India to the world through incredibly structured, reliable export journeys. They back up these distribution models with totally flexible trade terms. We're talking EXW, FOB, CFR, and CIF, alongside dedicated, highly professional shipping coordination. They literally do the heavy lifting of global logistics so your supply chain just flows without interruption. Which brings us to our final section, number 6, building long-term success together, a shared journey to profitability. Look, if you've been in this industry for any amount of time, you definitely know the pain points of typical transactional exports. They're usually just these frustrating one-time deals with completely unreliable supply chains and really opaque communication. Contrast that directly with an Indizest partnership. They're offering a genuine long-term commitment, consistent quality that you can literally bank on, and completely transparent communication. This isn't just about moving boxes. It's about ethical business practices that actually build sustainable, profitable value for you year after year. Ultimately, partnering with Indizest means you are gaining a dedicated team right there on the ground in India. A team completely focused on navigating those wild seas of international trade entirely on your behalf. They essentially become this powerful, dedicated engine driving your business's success in your local market. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final provocative question to chew on. Are you ready to build a lasting food brand with the true zest of India? If your business really needs to shift away from those unreliable one-off suppliers and you're finally looking for a true partner instead of just another transaction, well, the time to start that journey with Indizest is today. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. I really hope this gave you some clear insights into how a properly structured export partnership can completely elevate your business.